Hi, Tom here. In this week's Circle Line Optical video, I'll show you one simple way to draw a city using two-point perspective. By drawing the city in a box and then putting all the buildings into the box, using the two vanishing points at either end of the horizon line. For this drawing I used a mechanical pencil. Any pencil would be fine. And I also used a thin black pen for the details and then a grey marker pen for the shading. But you could just use a pencil, that would work fine. The first step in this drawing of a city in two-point perspective is to draw the horizon line across the middle of your page, slightly lower than the center of your page. And then, at each end of the horizon line, draw a dot to represent the vanishing point, going towards the right and going towards the left. Next, draw a vertical line in the center of your page, which crosses the horizon line. Then, from the left vanishing point, draw a line to the base of the center line as a guideline for receding shapes going towards the left, and then repeat this with another line going towards the right vanishing point as a guideline for shapes going towards the right. Next, on the left-hand side, we can draw a line going all the way to the right vanishing point to represent the back of the edge of the box that we're drawing. And then we can repeat that with a line from the right going to the left vanishing point. So now at the base of your image you have like a diamond sort of shape, and this is the base of the box that we can put the buildings in. Next, draw the vertical side of the box on the left, where the base has a corner, and then repeat that on the corner on the right with another vertical line. And now we can draw another guideline towards the right vanishing point from the top of the center vertical. And then repeat with another line to the left vanishing point. Now there are two more guidelines to draw for the box. One from the left going to the right vanishing point, and one from the right going to the left vanishing point. So now if you look carefully at what you have, it's all the guidelines that we need. So now we have a box in two-point perspective where we can see the front of the box coming towards us, but we can also see the sides of the box going away from us. And we can see the base of the box, and that will be the base of all of the buildings that we can put into the box. Start by drawing a small building towards the front, making sure that it sits on the base of the box that we've just drawn by using the vanishing point for all of the receding lines of the building. So in this drawing, all the vertical lines will stay vertical, but all of the receding lines will either go to the right vanishing point, if they're receding towards the right, or they'll go to the left vanishing point if they're receding towards the left. As you place each building into the box, so the first buildings that we draw are towards the front of the box, and then as we draw more buildings, they are tucked behind the first buildings, so the further away buildings will be the last buildings that we draw. You could stack the boxes that the buildings are made out of so that they become smaller as they rise as taller buildings. So you have a sort of stepped effect for some of the buildings that would look good. Because this is 2-point perspective, all of the buildings below the horizon line we're looking down at. So we'll see the tops of the buildings which are below the horizon line. When they're on the horizon line, we're looking straight towards them. But as the buildings increase in size above the horizon line, we start to look up at them so that we can no longer see the top surface of the buildings. It's up to you how many buildings you place in the box. Just be careful that you position them so that they are grounded on the base of the box and they follow the rules of 2-point perspective, which is the receding lines need to go towards one of the 2 vanishing points that we drew at the beginning. If you'd like to learn more about how to draw using perspective, please visit my website, circlelineartschool.com, where you'll find full details of my online drawing courses for beginners. You can also sign up to my email list to stay up to date with future drawing courses that I make and also my book publications. The best way to learn to draw is to draw often. It doesn't need to be a drawing every day, but it's good to draw on a regular basis so that you will sort of train your eye to see as an artist, and you'll find that you get more ideas the more you draw. Because I guess in the back of your mind somewhere, you'll be thinking about drawing, thinking about looking because you're drawing often. And this will really help in your development of drawing, because you'll start to notice shapes and visual elements that you see with more clarity because you pay more attention, because drawing is a great way of noticing things more carefully and looking more carefully at what you see. The last step in this drawing, once you have the buildings in place and you've checked that they make sense and you're content with them, then you could perhaps work into them with some pen work. All of the windows need to be in line if they're receding with the guidelines to the vanishing points, and all the vertical lines stay vertical as always in 2-point perspective. You could add some shadows to your drawing. For this drawing I use a marker pen to add shadows, but just some shading with pencil would work very well too. Thanks for watching and see you next time.